It's your boy Slumber Joe. I just wanted to do a review on this piece of gear that I bought. This small piece of gear, very small, like that, like my brain. And I just wanted to, see what the hype was and see if this is for everybody or if it's for a particular kind of guitar player. So, it's this little thing right here. It's called a neck wrap. It's by this company named Gruv Gear. Okay, comes in this little packaging just like this. It says Gruv Gear, I believe, on the back of this. There you go. So yeah, it's essentially the same idea as a scrunchie, which a lot of guitar players did. Back in the 80s, Victor Wooten does that. He uses a scrunchie. He's a bass player, tremendous bass player. If you don't know who he is, you should look him up. But yeah, so I bought this for my job for a couple dollars. It wasn't too expensive. And I just thought maybe I'll try and see what it is all about. It's basically designed to get rid of overtones on your guitar. And overtones are basically that sound. Imagine my string popped. That would have sucked. And it just cleans up your playing. So like a lot of times when you're recording, you can hear every little sound that's coming out of your guitar. Everything. I mean, I've done, recordings for other people and myself, and I'll be playing a solo, whatever the case may be. And I'll hear, like a little string come out, or like an overtone like this, for example. Like that will come out, or like. Those are double stops, but it just makes everything cleaner because you can easily hit too many strings on that. You can go, and that comes out, you know what I mean? Which is not what you want. So yeah, it basically cleans up your sound. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but there's like some people like this device. Some people think it's cheating because overall you should have a clean playing technique. You know what I mean? You shouldn't use this as a tool to get away from that. So you can just play fast stuff and play sloppy. You don't want to rely on this, But it's a very good tool, I think, if you're using it for recording, for example, or you're doing some technical stuff like double finger tapping or sweeping, So like stuff like that. You're doing like sweeping or anything like that. I am definitely not that kind of player. I can sweep a little bit, but I'm just not very, I don't know what you want to call those players. I don't want to put them in a box, but just that kind of style of like tapping and stuff. I hardly ever do it. I'm definitely more melodic blues kind of style stuff, But, everybody's different. So, yeah, so I'm going to put it on, just kind of show you what I'm talking about. So you would put it either on a fret or you put it at the top of the neck right here. So I'm going to start on top of the neck. It's basically supposed to clean up your playing, so we'll see about that right now. So this is it with the fret wrap, basically behind the first fret. So it's just, you can see right there, it is right here on top of the strings. So I guess we'll just see if it makes a difference. So I guess maybe let me do it without it first. And let's see if you guys hear anything different. Okay, so that's that. So, yeah, we'll just see how that sounds if it makes a difference, So I put it back on here now. I'm doing it the wrong way like an idiot, and I put it upside down. Let's try again. I'm sure you can hear that alarm going off outside. So, put this right here, put it back on, bada boom. I'm just going to play kind of a similar thing, I suppose. Okay. As you saw, I played some licks, some similar licks. And I want to say I do think it does get rid of that overtone kind of sound and maybe does add a bit of cleanness, especially if, like I said, if you're doing a session or you're trying to record. But overall, you want to develop that technique in your strumming hand and your fretting hand. You want to be able to play licks and they don't sound sloppy, unless that's the style you like. It all depends who you like, who's your influence. But me, I like to think I'm a pretty clean player because I just always liked, oh, I want to play this note. I want that note to come out, like. Stuff like that. I don't like where it just sounds. I'm trying to hit this note, I'm hitting an A, and there's a C over it. And notes aren't even supposed to correlate either. So it all depends. But the other thing that this is used for is they push it over, like over the first fret or third fret, whatever fret you'd like to use, basically, and it's supposed to clean up the sound. So if I did what I just did right now, and I played like, I don't know, let's see right here. You can see it basically mutes everything, right? Sorry, I saw a text. So if I play something, whatever I just played. See, it does kind of clean up your sound, I'm not going to lie. Like, you definitely get a lot more clarity if I were to take it off and play the same thing. I think this Gruv Gear neck wrap is really cool. I think it could be useful for a lot of things, especially if you were doing lead and you're recording and doing sessions or whatever, because, again, you hear everything when you're recording. Everything. Like, I mean, you can hear me go with my mouth. I'm singing and breathing, and it's the same thing with the guitars. So that's where I feel like I would use it mainly for. But if you're into 2-finger tapping and sweeping and a lot more technical stuff, it is definitely a thing for you, because a lot of notes and overtones are happening at that moment when you're playing so many notes and string skipping and all the techniques that come into playing guitar. So yeah, it would definitely help, no doubt. And the same thing if you're playing just like heavy music and there's a lot of pausing, you're like, it might just get rid of those like little chime overtones. Like, you'll hear it better if I turn on my guitar a bit. Like, if you hear that, or you can just hear these extra things that you don't want. So yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, or if you just want to use something to clean up your playing. Maybe you're not the cleanest player and you're working on it, but you want to record and you always have trouble with that. This is definitely something to buy. So, yeah, man. I think that's the end of my video. Slumber Joe. Hope you guys like. If I'm going to review more stuff or do more videos, I'm trying my best to be consistent. I am a very busy person, but I would like to, do this more often. So let me know, guys, all right? See ya. Slumber Joe out.